A group who call themselves the Oath Keepers is in Ferguson. They're mostly Caucasian men, heavily armed, claiming to be there to protect local businesses. The police chief called their presence unnecessary, quote, unnecessary and inflammatory. Lisa, how does law enforcement deal with what's effectively a vigilante group, right?
It's exactly what it is. I mean, you would think that they have the area is their main concern. They want to make sure that people are safe because they don't feel that the police and National Guard is doing their job.
Is there any way they can work
30,000 people in this group.
30,000?
30,000 members of the Oath Protectors across the nation.
Across the country.
Across the nation. And they decided that their presence would be good in that area. Obviously, it is inflammatory. It's not what they wanted. They didn't want to go into a state of emergency after the shooting, which they had already done. So, yes, it certainly did incite some behavior that could have been prevented.
And, John, this kind of group kind of scares me. Are they like some sort of weird underground vigilante group?
Well, you know, this group started as military guys who were going to be at the ready if something were to happen. What it's become, I really don't like. And I, again, agree with the panel. There's really no place for them there. You have to understand why they're there. They came there with the conspiracy theory website InfoWars.
Great.
It has
Love conspiracy theories.
Yeah, and it has a lunatic founder, a guy named Alex Jones. They're there claiming that they're his security, and that's why they're there. So the whole thing is just kind of ridiculous. The cops are doing just fine on their own. They don't need them.
Mike, haven't heard from you yet.
Well, I was going to say that I think it's important to identify, like, if we look at these very small segment of protesters that are actually people going there with the intent to cause harm.
Yes.
And if we look at a very small segment of these kind of extremist vigilante groups, and we can get the argument has the waters get very murky where we start to focus on the fact that, well, this side's very much white and these guys are very much black, and then we end up taking what is actually probably a very productive exercise in peaceful protest, and things get really crazy and out of whack. And I think that we should always remind ourselves that yes, there are some people there that have caused crime and have committed crimes and maybe needed the intervention of police force, and there are some people there that are looking for an excuse to bring out their assault weapons.